So Natastic. Nat is in the building. 10 years sober, still standing, still strong. God saved me, kept me moving along. Turning 40, feeling free inside, manifesting love. My woman, my vibe. Detroit hustle with that southern twang. Fast lane rhythm, the beat still bang. I'm blessed, I'm focused, it's my time. Natastic energy, watch me shine. Been through fire, still healing, still fly. Faith on test, can't kill my high. Yeah, they hear the bass drum, I can feel it in their chest, huh? Detroit hustle in my blood, putting spirit to the test, nah. Only blessings, no more stressing, manifesting on the daily. Natastic energy is flowing, can't nobody derail me. Heavy 808s banging, make the pavement tremble, shake. I'm speaking power into existence, for goodness gracious sake. Every word a seed I plant and watch it grow into a tree. Abundance surrounding me, set my spirit truly free. From the concrete jungle where the strong survive and thrive. I'm a queen in my own right, keeping all my dreams alive. Michigan accent on the mic, they feel the authentic vibe. This ain't just a song, it's a testimony. Watch my destiny arise. Natastic flow, feel the beat, it's in your soul, you know. Manifesting peace, watching all my blessings grow. Heavy bass hit, oh yeah, that's the rhythm of my grind. So power rising up, leave the negativity behind. Natastic flow, feel the beat, it's in your soul, you know. Manifesting peace, watching all my blessings grow. Heavy bass hit, oh yeah, that's the rhythm of my grind. So power rising up, leave the negativity behind. Used to chase the shadows, now I'm bathed in golden light. Walking with a purpose, yeah, I'm fighting a good fight. Faith ain't just a word I say, it's the air that I breathe. Every single triumph, every challenge I believe in the power of my mind to create the life I see. No more doubting, no more hiding, letting my true self speak. Windows rattling and shaking, that's the sound of my ascent. From the bottom to the top, where my spirit's truly meant to shine. Bright like a diamond, cut from the D's on stone. Building up my empire on a solid spiritual throne, yeah. I'm talking about the future where my vision is so clear. Natastic energy protecting me from all my doubt and fear. Natastic flow, feel the beat, it's in your soul, you know. Manifesting peace, watching all my blessings grow. Every day's hit, oh yeah, that's the rhythm of my grind. So power rising up, leave the negativity behind. Natastic flow, feel the beat, it's in your soul, you know. Manifesting peace, watching all my blessings grow. Every day's hit, oh yeah, that's the rhythm of my grind. So power rising up, leave the negativity behind. From the east side to the west, north and south, they feel the vibe. This ain't just my story, it's for everyone who strives to break free from the chains of what they thought they couldn't be. Look inside, find your power, set your spirit truly free. Natastic, fantastic, unstoppable, that's the creed. Planting seeds of greatness, watching purpose supersede. Yeah, Natastic flow, feel the beat, it's in your soul, you know. Manifesting peace, watching all my blessings grow. Heavy bass hit, oh yeah, that's the rhythm of my grind. So power rising up, with the negativity behind. Natastic flow, feel the beat, it's in your soul.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? If I'm loud as fuck, just turn your phone down. It is Wednesday evening. Yes. Okay, so tonight we will be talking about Trump. Dump Trump. We're going to be talking about Trump. We're going to be talking about Miss Erika Kirk and JD Vance. We'll be talking about Candace Owens. We'll be doing a reading on the energy. We got a lot to get into, uncover, dive through. We got a lot. So I need you to buckle on up. Make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it. You're here. You might as well hit the like and help me reach the algorithm. Child, that word almost tried to choke the shit out of me, didn't it? The algorithm, honey. I need you to hit the like button so we can reach that algorithm, because there's a message in here for all of us, okay? Through the chaos, there's always a message, and I need you to understand that. And when you get the message, that's when the evolution really starts, because we begin to apply these messages to our lives. We begin to learn these lessons, and it makes us better people. Okay? It's funny. I'm getting to again. I am Racquel, by the way. I ain't even introduced myself. I just started yapping and shit. I am Racquel. Thank you for tapping in to Rocky Road TV. We've got a dynamic show tonight. I just ask for your patience. We're gonna have a little fun. As you know me, I like to I like to do think pieces, right? I talk my shit, I pull cards, I do all that. I do a lot. I do me. I'm not no box. I just do how I feel led to do. Tonight I'm actually showing my face. I haven't done that in a while. I was feeling frisky, so I thought I'd leave. Fuck it. All right. We're going to talk about this shit. It's funny now at my age, I'm doing what would have been perceived to be weird back when we were kids, running out to the grass, while speaking to the creator, doing my thing, right? Because I feel like when we talk, we can shoot the shit and whatever, then that's cool. I'm always down for that. I'm going to let y'all know. If you the type that like to shoot the shit and talk some shit, we good. I'm not talking about tearing people down and talking about people. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm saying, like, you like the vibe, we are good. That's how I like to do. But still, even with that, I feel like we have a responsibility. These are just my convictions, right? And look here, matter of motherfucking fact, baby. Matter of motherfucking fact. Let me put this up. All things stated in this video are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I will be sharing some videos, so I'm putting up my copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. I didn't copy this from somebody in some double word. Lord, child. Anyway, let's get into it. I feel like we got a responsibility when we speak, and everybody's not convicted by this. I always say, follow your convictions. You can't follow my convictions. We're different people. You got to follow your own convictions, okay? I'm telling you this right now. You're supposed to allow your spirit to guide you. Stop looking for other people to be your guidance. You incarnated with your own GPS system internally. It's just called spirit. By the Spirit, church calls it Holy Spirit. But by the Spirit is the navigational tool for the human. You got to use it. And some people ain't going to use it. They didn't came in here just to fuck up. They want to know what it would be in life just to be on bullshit. Some people like that, and it's okay. Somebody got to do it, goddammit. Shit, I be on the bullshit sometime too. I ain't tripping. Fuck it. So, now that we put the copyright description out and all of this and all that, this stuff is alleged and all that, we're going to get into this stuff now. All right. So, should we start with Trump or this Erika shit? Let's get Trump out the way. Now I want to let y'all know something real talk. I ain't tripping on no Trump. I don't care about none of them. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't. I wouldn't put here for that. Now, you might, don't, wait, hands up, don't shoot. You might be like, well, that's irresponsible. Fuck, I did vote yesterday. I did. But I also understand there is a term called political theater, right? And I understand that we are infinite beings. And this is just such a snapshot of the whole universe and the whole capacity of which our soul exists in. Well, you might say that still sounds like some bullshit. And to that, I have nothing to say to you. I'm just telling you how I see it. So let's get on with Trump. Trump was being interviewed.
Democrats keep voting against ending it. You know, they've never had this. This has happened like 18 times.
We are now approaching the longest shutdown in American history.
Democrats' fault.
Under your presidency, we're talking about more than 1 million federal workers who are not getting a paycheck, including our air traffic controllers. You see there's traffic snarls out at the airports now. This weekend, food aid for more than 42 million Americans is set to expire. What are you doing as president to end the shutdown?
All we're doing is we keep voting. I mean, the Republicans are voting almost unanimously to end it, and the Democrats keep voting against ending it. You know, they've never had this. This has happened like 18 times before. The Democrats always voted for an extension, always saying, give us an extension, we'll work it out. They've lost their way. They become crazed lunatics. And all they have to do, Nora, is say, let's vote.
Senate Democrats say they will vote to reopen the government if Republicans agree to extend subsidies for over 20 million Americans who use Obamacare for their health insurance.
Obamacare is terrible. It's bad health care at far too high a price. We should fix that. We should fix it. And we can fix it with the Democrats. All they have to do is let the country open and we'll fix it. They have to let the country open and I'll sit down with the Democrats and we'll fix it. But they have to let the country. And you know what they have to do? All they have to do is raise 5 hands. We don't need all of them.
But so you're saying your plan is to tell the Democrats to vote to end the shutdown.
Correct. Very simple.
And that you will put forward a health care plan?
No, we will work on fixing the bad health care that we have. Right now, we have terrible health care at too expensive for the people, not for the government, for the people.
But Mr. President, with all due respect, you've been talking about fixing the health care insurance plan since 2015.
You can't do it because of the Democrats.
But since 2015, you've said you'd fix it.
I've been talking about it for a long time. We almost did it. We were 1 vote short. We would have had great health care.
That was in 2017, when Senate Republicans failed by 1 vote to partially repeal Obamacare.
We can make it much less expensive for people and give them much better health care.
But where is that
I'd
plan?
be willing to work with the Democrats on it. The problem is they want to give money to prisoners, to drug dealers, to all these millions of people that were allowed to come in with an open border from Biden, and nobody can do that. Now, one Republican would ever do that.
My understanding is if those healthcare subsidies are not extended, premiums will double for many of the people that are on it. And I was looking into it. 3/4 of these people will see their healthcare premiums double, live in states where you won in the last election. I mean, even here in Florida has the highest number of residents on Obamacare in the country.
And I'm saying we can fix it, Nora.
We are now approaching.
So listen here. Now that we listen to that shit, y'all can't tell me. And this is further why I say this shit is such. This is it's political theater. But on top of that, I mean, they've admitted to that. On top of that, this shit is so ridiculous. Like when you listen to, it's so despicable the things that go on in the world. You know, it's too ridiculous. This would have to be God's plan, and not from the lens of what religious or the Christians would view it. I'm not talking about that kind of plan you see God to have. Honestly, I feel like God's plan is very basic. We gonna play it out, cause as an infinite intelligence, I have nothing but time. I wasn't created. I'm not destroyed. Fuck it up. Let's do it. So this is a very small microcosm. Here I am looking like Trump. What the fuck? You see what I'm saying? Shit, it's bullshit. It's contagious. It's bullshit. This stuff is foolishness. I'm going to tell y'all something, right? There is going to be times you're going to hear me talk. There's going to be times where I'm going to be allowing the spirit to talk through me. And then the cards are going to be talking with the spirit. It's going to be a lot going on. Okay? And I don't give a damn if you think I'm crazy, baby. I ain't come here for your approval. I'm just telling you what this is, how I run this. I only do what I'm led to do. That's it. We are in an age of liberation. This shit is ridiculous. It sounds like, as he's speaking in my spirit, I'm hearing a record skip. The record is skipping. It's not switching to a new song. It's waiting on someone who owns the record, which would be the collective, to come over and fix it. So it keeps skipping. And it's annoying, right? It's jarring. And we keep talking about Trump. And we talk about Erika Kirk and JD Vance. This is the same shit over and over and over. It has different names. They swap scenarios around, but it's all the same. It's always chaos when you look through the lens of this phone and you get consumed in their foolishness. Do you take a peek at your personal life? Like, do you really sit and analyze how a day in your life goes? If you remove all of this inflammatory shit that we are bombarded with on a daily, I'm asking you, how does your world really look? And then I'm also going to ask, how much of your world do you feel that you're responsible for? Or do you feel powerless like a child? I want you to ask yourself that. Now, my other question to you, if you do feel powerless in this existence that you are in, would you rather go down kicking and fighting for what you believe and what you want? And fighting is different ways. It doesn't always have to be violence. It could be strategy. Or do you just continue to look at everything else? And the reason why I say, you might say, well, damn, you're letting go or letting them off easy. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is, they're going to do that. Everything that you see the presidents and the politicians do, they're going to do it. It's just like the motherfucker at church called the pastor that asks people and has the nerve to say something as ridiculous as, God is telling me that how many ever of you should give me $10,000 right now in 90 seconds, or God is telling me, drain your bank accounts. As despicable, disrespectful, and motherfucker, do you think I'm stupid as that sounds? They continue to do it. And you know why? I bet you can't guess. I bet you can't guess. Because you motherfuckers keep giving it to them. Just like you keep giving the government and all their shenanigans attention. You never start, what you don't realize is your attention is your currency. And currency and attention is what they need. They need that energy to feed off of. If you take that energy out, boom, lights out on a bitch. You make it hard. You make it hard because you don't want to act. And you don't realize acting ain't that hard when we all doing it. Stop giving this stupid shit your attention. Let's start giving each other attention and figure out how we gonna make this world the way we want to. Because we still got people arguing about showing, and I don't get paid for this. So if I'm talking crazy, it's because I don't get paid. So it's not like I feel like, well, let me mince words. We got people on the internet arguing about dicks in a female bathroom. I just feel like in 2025, we should be so much further than some shit like that. For one, we argue with common sense. They say common sense ain't common, but I think it could be more common than it is. We spend a lot of time on a lot of dumb shit. And we don't understand that feeding it is why it grows. You take your money away. You take your intention away. You take your intention away. Your attention, intention, your money, your energy. You take all that away. What's the power source for the game? Seems like it's done. Ain't nobody moving because y'all not moving. What they going, why would anybody, listen, I am a stand-up person with integrity. And I stand 10 toes on this. And when I know I'm wrong, I look at me, I examine me, and I apologize for the things that I do wrong. And if I haven't, it's because I haven't come to the conclusion that I was wrong yet. But as soon as I do, I rectify my shit. But I'm telling you, saying that, it is very plausible and believable that if a person continues to ask ridiculous shit from you that benefits them and you continue to give it to them, they're going to continue to do it. What y'all want people to do is do the right thing. Do the Right Thing is only the title of a movie that Spike Lee came out with. What the fuck don't y'all understand? This universe ain't about do the right thing. If that was the case, every motherfucker that did right, they would be on top. If you pay attention, it's a bunch of people that don't seem to want to do right, ain't gonna do right, never do right, and they win. To you, in your perception. In your perception, your everyday life sucks. You're a slave. You're miserable. Why are they doing that? Why are they punching down on me? Why do they want me to hate myself? Why do they feed my kids this poison? Why do they pump poison through the phone, through the air, through the food, through the why? That's a whole bunch of whys. And ain't nobody got the fuck up and did nothing. So they gonna keep doing it. Because it makes sense. It works. It works. Again, let me throw this up here. It works. I tell you what. I'm gonna mix this shit in. I was gonna do one, I was gonna talk, you know what I'm saying? Play the videos and then do the reading at the end. No, I'm gonna blend everything together. This is what I'm feeling to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. So y'all just bear with me. It's gonna get interesting tonight. I feel it. I feel it in my spirit. Hey, shanana. Somebody loves you, baby. Oh my God. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, is Trump on the bullshit? Oh, I got one card. I'm trying. All right. Roll bounce. Roll. So this is what I got. So you see here, we've got the let me get my shit together. the three of coins, right? In reverse. Okay. So not only Trump ain't really in collaboration too much. It's like he's playing the game with the shit, but it is not even a collaboration. This is fuckery at this point, okay? Now listen. Let's pretend that there are some people more important than Trump, right? Remember, this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. There's some people higher than him. And as you know, as you was taught in school, I mean, they didn't give us so much bullshit. It's hard to know what's true and what's not around the motherfucker. But the government is broken up by different sectors. And then they got the people that be spying on everybody. You know, they got the feds and shit like that. But then there's people that you don't see. And they call the shots. And then there's the universal force, the universal energy. To put it plain, what if the first thing is he's just facilitating a role? Okay? He's just facilitating a role. Somebody had to fill it. He's the one who's going to bring this shit in. Remember, this is the age of liberation. Hold on to that. He's playing a role. And see, if you look here, we got the 9 of Swords. You got anxiety. See, I know this gonna sound crazy to y'all, but just stall me out. Trump is almost like allegedly a double agent in some way, in the natural and spirit. And I guess to the degree we all kind of are, right? He talks one way so he'll come off to you simple-minded. And in a lot of ways, I mean, he tries to keep things as simple as possible. But Trump is not no, you know, he's not a dummy. I know sometimes we think people be dumb. They don't be dumb. Sometimes people play dumb, allegedly. Now, the anxiety here is both on his end and the end of the country. Because here it is again, we're back playing into the game that they needed so desperately to play, because this is the age of liberation. It's time to hang it up. The scams are running out. And we have a job to do, but we're not doing it because we're distracted. So he kind of knows his position. He's ushering us. Whether you see him as a demon or not, what he is doing is he's a key player into this age of liberation. And let's say it's just as simple as it's getting you to realize we really don't want to let the record skip on this shit, not ever again. We've had enough of this foolishness. And we're going to make certain of it. Okay? See, this is at the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Wands. Stirring up the energy. So we can be renewed in spirit. So we can do what we need to do. Because again, it's not to let them off the hook. It's to suggest that they're going to continue to play the game that they're playing because they're allowed to. You want them to do shit based on being good people or doing the right thing. And I already said to you, doing the right thing is just a title of a Spike Lee movie. That's it. They're going to do what they want to do, just like these pastors are still going to continue to ask people for outrageous amounts of money because people are going to continue to do it. They'll talk shit, they'll make a video, but at the end of the day, they're going to go back and run in that church house and get that money up and that ass too. And some people be giving out their throat too. I'm sorry if I'm offending some people, but I'm here to tell the truth. What they say, tell the truth and shame the devil. Devil ain't gonna be shamed. The devil is doing what it's supposed to do, but you still got to tell the truth. Got the fulfillment card. We are everything, man. It's already won. But if you want to get to that timeline, we gotta get to it. Is Trump on the bullshit? Let's skip subjects for a minute. Let's get to the next thing. Let's get to the next inflammatory thing. Erika Kirk and JD Vance. Now let me tell you something. I didn't know there was an Erika Kirk until, I mean, talk shit about me. I don't care. I didn't know there was an Erika Kirk until the demise of Charlie Kirk. And I don't wish death on anybody, despite what y'all arguments are. See, I'm going to tell y'all something, and this is going to piss people off because when they can't wrap their head around it, they get mad. A lot of shit that people do don't bother me because I don't define myself by what other people do and think. If I'm weird, I'm just fucking weird. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, what another person does is not my gauging scale. I don't gauge my scale on other people. Now, I don't want the foolery, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want destructive people in my circle per se. But what I'm saying is, you know, I don't be about that. But the point is, I didn't know about this woman until after the demise of Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry, I wasn't even really. I saw a few clips of Charlie Kirk. My bad, Charlie Kirk. I saw a few clips of him talking shit, saying whatever he was saying, and I had no reaction because a lot of people say a lot of inflammatory stuff. That's what people do, and since people have a throat chakra and they have the freedom of speech, they're going to say it. Even, check this out, even when we don't approve of their message. My only request has ever been to keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands and weapons to yourself. What you say, I don't care nothing about that. I don't care if he would have said stereotypical stuff like welfare queen 20 times, nappy headed horse. I wouldn't have cared about nothing. Because he's not talking about me. That's a reflection of his self-hate. You know what I'm saying? And then to another thing, I don't really get tied up in clips because I understand that they're working us like that anyway. They want us to be inflamed and keep bringing this stuff up and keep talking about it. That's a ploy of it. I can't give it. I can't give to it. But anyway, let's get to the bullshit.
No one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD. Help me welcome to the stage Vice President JD Vance.
All right, so everyone is speculating that was a little bit more than just how it should have been when it comes to them being in contact that way. Really, it was more of Erica than it was JD Vance. I think he was kind of, I think he was oblivious, or maybe he was. But then again, I think all of these people are pawns any fucking way. I'm just telling you what I think. You can think. The great thing about being you is you can think and believe whatever you want to. And I invite you to do so. I'm just telling you this is what I think. But let's see. We want to know what the hell I said that in front of my kids. What the hell, y'all? It was like, Mama, please stop. Don't say that no more. Kids be hating, don't they? Kids don't want you to have no damn fun. They be like, you old. Don't even be old for real. And it's crazy because when I look at how my parents age when I was younger, I was like, damn, I thought they was way older. That's how you be thinking. Then you get older, you be like, they wasn't even old for real. We was acting a fool. That's how the kids be, baby. They be like, Mama, please. They're haters. All right. So, and we gonna use this crime deck too. So Charlie Kirk, I'm sorry, rest in peace. What's her name? Erika. That's her name, right? Erika Kirk and JD Vance. Are they having an affair? No. She's still in mourning. I hear cognitive dissonance. Everybody's talking about why she is not mourning. She seems kind of weird. She's slipping into cognitive dissonance, and it's weird. All these things are for entertainment and ledge, but I'm getting the feeling like, or I'm picking up, this just popped up on me or whatever, but it's like some kind of defense mechanism or some coping mechanism that she used. So the trauma, like when she goes through something traumatic, she gets in this state, allegedly. However, two things can be true. See, this is what I thought without even being on some woo-woo shit. I think she was sick of that motherfucker. That's what I think. I think he was worrisome, allegedly, to her. I'm not talking about the person that Candace Owens knows. Respect to Candace Owens. Here's the thing. A person can be different. One person might think the world of you, and in somebody else's book, you're the devil. That's just life. But I think his wife was sick of him. I think, off alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Will they have an affair, JD Vance and Erika Kirk? We know she's mourning and they're not having an affair. Will they have an affair? Hmm. Okay. So this is what I got. 3 cards came out in reverse and 1 straight up. There's no affair going on, as we already know. There's a small possibility that it could happen, though. It's not definite. This energy is kind of in the state where it's like it hasn't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? They haven't even initiated it yet, right? But there is a crack there. With vulnerability, the right combination of chaos, it can open an affair. And when she did what she did, it was like one domino into that direction. The door is open. It just needs the right recipe. Now, who's going to give the recipe? Who's going to create that perfect storm to nudge these people in that way? I don't know. But I'm telling you, the door is open. But as of now, it's still their choice. It's not set in stone. That's what I got with them cards. That's deep. This reading deep, y'all. And you might not see that because this is I'm talking about from a soul level, but so let's get into some of the stuff that Candace Owens. We're gonna bring it all together or end it or however we're gonna do it, but let's talk about Candace Owens. So Candace Owens, her and Charlie Kirk were friends. Now I've never taken Candace as a liar. I've never been offended by Candace. I've told you why people don't offend me. First of all, I've never thought she was an ignorant woman. I believe, though, if you're quick to get in your emotions about inflammatory subjects, she would probably tick you off. But if you stuck around and listened to her and took your emotions out of it, she wouldn't be such a nuisance to you. Okay, I have respect for Candace Owens primarily because I have a degree in mass communications, public relations, and I studied broadcast media arts. And she does a very good job at what she does. And I have to give credit where credit is due. And it's hard for people when people don't agree with you, they don't want to give you your flowers for what you're good at. They don't want to look at your strengths. They only want to talk about the fucked up shit that you do. That's how people are. That's why you can look at a restaurant and see more negative reviews than positive. People are always going to remember shit and express shit that really hit them emotionally. Some shit that shook them, pissed them off, made them angry or whatever, they're going to share that. Hurt their feelings, make them cry, they're going to share that. We have to train our brain, man, to start honing in and holding on to the good shit about people and the good shit about life. And then hold people accountable who are deplorable, who are despicable, who are diabolical and heinous. Hold those people accountable. Let's get to Candace Owens. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so let's roll with this.
I want to say one more thing rather explosively. 3 people told me off record. 2 people who have this in a written communication from Charlie. One who is a Turning Point USA donor, and I would say very much one of the white knights in this. The very day before Charlie Kirk died, he expressed that he thought he was going to be killed. He told these people, I think they're going to kill me. Okay. He did not express that to me. So I am telling you this based off the testimony of 3 people. And I am saying this because I hope that these people who I think are good will be inspired to come forward with that. Now, again, those conversations I had were off record. I honor that. If I say it's off record, it stays off record. But I'm hoping that watching what I am doing and feeling the energy that is rising across the world for people who want to know what the heck happened on 9/10, that, they will be brave and they will say, yeah, Charlie did the day before he died think that he was going to be killed, and maybe tell us, who is they? Well, for once and for all, who is they? Who is the they that he thought were going to kill him?
I'm going to say this. What if Candace Owens started off this whole thing with, she had this drive, she had this passion, she wanted to inform, she wanted to be the white hat, like she really believed this, she really went into this honest, straight up, ready and willing, and she didn't realize, as she's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but informed, intelligent, well-spoken, well-presenting, but the naivete of not realizing the beast behind, and the beast that comes behind doing this, especially if you're trying to maintain a white hat. What if she went in this, like I said, bright-eyed, bushy-tail, and then as she's doing this and as she's fueling her, I'm Candace Owens, and I got the information, I'm well informed, and I'm here to give it to you, and and I'm an American, and all of this stuff. And then all of a sudden she realized, I'm sorry, while she's building this and she's running off this momentum, there are being people put around her to watch her, or what she's going to talk about, her believing that she had handlers. We're going to get to that video. They're forming a force field around her of watchers, of people that's going to drop a dime on her at any moment, or constantly dropping dimes. And then she began to feel, I'm sure see Candace low key, despite what you say, I'm gonna tell you about this spiritually. She came here on her mission and she's about it. Candace got some heart. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. I gotta give her credit where credit's due. Candace got some heart. But I think this is just what I believe. She started to feel that heat on her ass a little bit after she got, she had to create a whole new YouTube. What is this shit about? And I know they ain't fucking with my stream. It might have been my hand gesture, ain't no telling. We always think of somebody else. It'd be us the whole fucking time. See, got everybody losing their mind. Anywho, so this thing acting weird. She felt it a little bit when she was put off that network. So then she gets into her own groove. She starts doing her own stuff, and she starts getting that passion going again, and she starts looking and diving and deep. And I feel like she began to feel the heat around the whole Macron situation, Brigitte Macron. I think she started to realize it was real. That's when she started to have flashbacks to the conversations her and Kanye had. And then she started to see, oh, I respect him, but I did think he was tripping, but he might not be tripping. But then when her buddy Charlie Kirk suffers a fatality, oh, now she should. When I look into that woman's eyes, I see someone who's going for it in a mission and is a brave heart, but she's scared. That's what I see. I think she heard a message, and I think she's scared, allegedly. But I think because she is following her mission, she's following what she feels she's led to do, she gonna continue. But she know now that she's in some shit. That's just what I believe. This is just for entertainment purposes and alleged. Can you show me Candace Owens, please? Without getting too messy. My God, my God, my God, my God, my God. So we got the King of Wands, the Tower card, and Eight of Wands, okay? So like I told you, Candace came in here with her authority, with her mission, whatever that is. We all got a mission, okay? I know we like to feel like somebody else is more divine and more holy than the others, but we all have a mission. We all have a role to play, whether you agree with it or not. I don't know why these cards. Listen, I'll be all day, baby. Let me read these cards. I told you what it was. These damn dogs. Anywho, she came in here with her authority. She came in here ready and willing and being noble. Like I told you, it's leadership at the top. See, it says on the cards, just in case you think that I'm wrong, being in charge, decisiveness, independence, loyalty, optimism, impulsiveness, unexpected income. She was saying shit with her chest that she was passionate about. She wasn't trying to offend nobody, hurt nobody. She was doing what she believed. But then she started to realize that it was some things that she didn't see that came around the corner. She got that money. But she realized that that money come at a cost too. And she got to walk a tightrope. But Candace, just like it says on here, loyalty, Candace, she is really a noble person. But she in the system now. Tower moment. 1 + 6 is 7. When you had a 7 of cups, there's a man looking at all these different options, looking at all this different shit. Candace is looking at a whole bunch of shit. She's scanning over her career, everything that happened, every conversation she didn't have. She's looking, and it knows this is like a train coming. This is a locomotive. She didn't, man, I'm getting chills. She holds her head at night like Charlie Kirk got killed. Charlie Kirk got killed. Charlie Kirk got killed. This happened. I knew him. I texted him. We went places together. I could reach out and touch him. He's gone. That tower moment. They trying to. My girl is scared. I don't want to say too much. And see, 8 of Wands, that communication, that shit is coming in quick. She feel it. It's swiftly. And the thing about it, she know it don't have to be loud. And it could be unexpected. And I'm going to tell you this too. Allegedly, I say this. I wouldn't even be shocked if she's questioning her whole relationship. I ain't coming for you, Candace. I'm not coming for you, Candace. I respect you, Candace. I'm telling these people not to be messy. I'm telling these people who has ears, let them hear. They'll be able to decipher what I'm saying. When you go to Five Guys and Fries, here's what they got on the menu. They have hamburgers, hot dogs, shakes, pop, fries, and they might have a little other bullshit, some knick-knack or something else over there. That's all you're going to get. You're not going to get chicken Alfredo. You're not going to get a crab boil. You're not going to get a steak. You're going to get what they got. The same thing with the government. They got lies, deceit, manipulation, a bunch of bullshit, self-servitude, narcissism, like y'all like to use. Y'all like to overuse that word, and a whole bunch of stuff that y'all don't want. But when you deal with the government, that's what you get. Sure, there are people that went in there, like Candace Owens. But here's the thing, get down or lay down. And the ones that get smart, they get dealt with. They wake up, the light bulb comes on, they get dealt with. But here's the thing. This is all for entertainment purposes, and it's alleged. We would help them and help ourselves if we stop playing this game. Because again, it's just like you only going to get burgers and fries. And I'm telling you, y'all only going to get a certain result with them. They continue to do it. They've been doing it. They're going to continue as long as you allow them to do it. Because it works. It works for them, most importantly. They don't care about it don't work for you because it's working for them. What are you going to do to work for you? Candace is scared, allegedly. Oh, let's get on to another video. I was going to pull some more cards. We going into 49 minutes. My goodness. Y'all better be sharing this stuff. What
I want you guys to know about Charlie is he also used to dream very vividly. Because we traveled together so much, he would wake up, we would text, and he would tell me about those vivid dreams. And we talked about a lot of things, as you do when you get to know somebody. We talked about the spiritual realm. We talked about religion, our faith, most importantly, what our life's purpose was. And there was this period in April where Charlie kept insisting to me over and over again that he was going to die young. In fact, he told me that Turning Point USA was going to be the death of him. I'm going to show you some of those messages now, a particular set of messages that were written on April 6th, 2018, just a couple of weeks before Kanye tweeted, "I love the way Candace Owens thinks," which is relevant because a lot of things changed after that tweet. And it's relevant because Charlie sensed that something big was about to happen. And I think that is what the something big was. We were again talking about Kanye. Charlie wrote to me, "You're going to be the Iron Lady of America." He had such a political vision for me. I never wanted that sort of a thing. I see it so freaking clearly. I might be Moses, though. I might not see this whole thing through. LMAO. If that is the case, be my David. I said, "Dude, you haven't even realized your power yet. He's like, you're so young," was what I was thinking. He said, "If I tell you the true prophecy that I know in my gut, it's really sad, but I hope it's wrong." He went on to say, "Anyway, I am not sure if I will live to see the end of this revolution. I believe you were the piece that God meant me to meet that will finish the fight. Since the beginning of TPUSA, I knew in my gut that I might get wiped out at any time. I cannot explain it, but I dream about it all the time, like all the time. Anyway, that's depressing combo for another time, LMAO. I said, "That's weird, more of a fear manifestation than an actualization." He said, "I'm not really afraid of it, but I'm just telling you what I know to be true." And he told me that. I don't know why. Charlie knew he was going to die young. And I don't know. I just felt like I needed to share that because it is in part why the moment that Charlie got shot, I just knew he was betrayed spiritually. In the same way that Charlie knew that he was going to die young, I knew that this was a part of something bigger. And so I wanted to say to you guys, to the people that betrayed Charlie, I would recommend that you come clean, okay? I would recommend that you come clean because Charlie said some other things. And I look at these things now and I think, wow, it's almost prophetic, right? It's almost prophecy. And I can tell you that this is a story that will have a happy ending, a tragedy that will have a happy ending. The world is going to learn the truth about this. They are.
All right. So again, these things I must say are alleged. Number one, again, look at her. Not only is she hurt, but she looks scared to me. So much so that she's showing you receipts, not only because she is a brave heart and she is noble, right? But she also is trying to protect herself. It's almost like a dog whistle. Like I'm putting this stuff out here because I'm getting scared now. You know, you put a little dog in the corner, starts biting, getting crazy, And I'm not calling her crazy. I think she's doing very well for the pressure that she's under. Let's just say that the powers that were have their own seers and soothsayers, or whatever you want to call them, mediums, psychics, readers. And let's say they already knew, we just talking, let's say they already knew that a person like Candace Owens was coming about. And let's say that they linked her up somehow digitally with that guy she's married to. What if, think about the complexity of that marriage. Think about who he is and stuff, and then think about the complexity. But she is so, the way she sees the world is genuine, and it's how the world should be, but it's not how it is, allegedly. So that's not how many people operate, right? They don't operate out of that vibration. So she's could have had a handler way longer than she even thinks. Let me say that. Allegedly, I don't know. I'm just saying. Candace has a very strange mission. It's interesting. Candace is protected. She's protected. This is why Candace has gotten this far. That Brigitte Macron thing, you can tell how she sees the world because she went after that. Everybody wouldn't have went after that. See, allegedly, these people can do whatever the fuck they want to do. They can do some strange shit and it don't have to be for no change. They just strange, right? But they don't want you to know. And they don't want nobody coming around with their big mouth telling. Because a lot of people can't stand who they are. But that's because they have a belief that they wrong. And I feel like if you believe you wrong, then you shouldn't do it. So because she's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but she's intelligent. See, it's a perfect storm. When I look at it, when I zoom out of the situation and hover over it, it's a perfect storm. The spirit is speaking in my chest. I'm sorry. Which y'all would call speaking in tongues. That's what I'm hearing. It's the perfect storm. See how that Tower card came out? Candace knows, Candace feel it. And Candace is going through a spiritual awakening too. And it's all coming down at once. She's coming to the realization. Candace, my God, the Magician card. Number one, new beginning. Things are being turned around. See that one? Things are being turned. She's going through a spiritual awakening. Candace does not know. She knows herself by intelligence. She knows herself by textbook. Candace doesn't know herself spiritually. Candace is coming into knowing herself spiritually at the same time while going through traumatic events. Candace is going through the dark night of the soul. Candace is going through some shit right now. And she's holding her head at night. Charlie, they killed Charlie. She's going through, allegedly. And I can't get these tongues speaking out of my mind because it's protection over that girl. It's protection. And I don't want to say the following thing, but Candace, I speak protection, further protection over your life. Candace, someone might come to you offering you something. I want you to think long and hard of what they offering you. When they speak, I need you to hear them from your spirit. I need you to hear them from their heart, not from your ears. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. When you are presented, when this person comes to you, you'll know because it'll be like a dart in your spirit. You will feel it. But once you feel that, I then need you to tap into that energy and listen to what they're saying with that energy, not with your ears. Because if you listen with your natural ears, you will choose the wrong thing. I need you. Hear me and hear me good. I know you don't know me. But sometimes we got to trust one another, even when we don't know one another. Because in you, sister, I see myself. Many people couldn't, but that I can look into the realm, to the collective, and I can pull out the pieces that I see of me. I see those things in you. I'm telling you, when the person comes up to you, I don't know if it's a man. I don't know if it's a woman. I just need you When you feel that piercing in your chest, I need you to tap into that energy, and I need you to listen by the Spirit. Because again, if you listen with your ears, you will be deceived. Candace, I need you to walk by faith and not by sight. My God, this is too much. I didn't ask to do this. This is not what I came. This is not what I came on here for. Hold on. This is too much, y'all. I did not come. This is too much. Candace, I know you're scared. I can see it. I can feel it. You are awakening in a very traumatic way. So much so, I got tears running out of my eyes. That's how much this energy is. You are awakening in a traumatic way, and this is a test. And this is not no easy test. But this is going to make you remember who you are. You went too deep to sleep, my sister. I see your face I see your face changing. I see the energy on you changing, Candace. I see a different look on you, Candace. I see it. Behold, I will do a new thing. We're not talking religious. You gotta hear what I'm saying. Candace, you gotta remember who you are, baby. You protected. You scared right now, as you should be. That fear is gonna keep you vigilant. That fear is gonna keep you on your toes. I need you to understand, though, you can never die. But you gotta wake up. You can transition, but you won't die. That ain't and I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying. I need you to think, get over the complete worst. You got to throw the worst away. I see the warrior. I see it. You got to lean into that warrior now. Now it's scary. I know it's scary, baby. I know because I can feel it coming off of you when I watch the video. I can feel it and I can see it. It's time to walk on water, baby. It's time. You're being called. You're being called, baby. Look what they done did. Look what they have done to my chosen. Look what my chosen have allowed herself to believe who she was. Come out from that. Wake up. Wake up. It's time. The bell's ringing. And it sounds like it's like almost a church bell, old school church bells being rung, but it's within your body. That's how you feel. Wake up, baby. That's just to shake you up a bit. It's time to tap into that spirit. It's time. We appreciate you for what you've done. You did a damn good job playing that role. You not her no more. That time for her is running out. That time for her is running out. Behold, I do a new thing. It's time for Candace to be birthed into a new. You are coming to be birthed into a new. You are going through an awakening. Answer the call, Candace. I'm going to say one more time. When that person comes to you with a proposition, I don't know if it's a man or woman. I don't know what it is. I didn't get that information. You will feel it in your chest. You will know. It will hit you. It's going to hit you in your stomach or your gut, or maybe both. When you feel that impact, I need you to harness that energy, and then I need you to listen, because that's your spirit. I need you to listen with the spirit, not with your ears. If you listen with your ears, you will be led astray. That's my message for you, Candace. I didn't come on here, even though I appreciate you, sister. I've given you your flowers, but I didn't come on here to give you a message. I'm just telling you what's coming to me. Y'all really think I'm crazy if I start speaking this light language that keeps rolling through my head. You know, what the hell going on? I can tell you this much. You ain't watching Barney, motherfucker. It ain't Sesame Street. What should we be doing? Give us some advice. Ancestors, what should we be doing? Divine, creator, infinite intelligence, all that is that lies within. The I am, the Alpha, the Omega. It says complex situation. I think this is still for Candace and it's for us too. My God, it's in complex situations. Seek clarity and calm. Step back to assess with a clear mind and open heart. For God is not a God of confusion, but of peace. And I said, listen with your spirit. Approach the intricacies with wisdom and patience, asking for guidance to navigate the challenges. Embrace each step as a chance to learn and grow, ensuring that your decisions lead to resolution and harmony. And I'm reading choppy because I don't know, I heard Oya, but that's what I heard. And I'm trying to listen and read. Look at this. This is you, Candace. What'd I say? I'm trying to get off you, girl. They want to talk. It says, thou prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anoints my head with oil. My cup overflows. Psalm 23:5. Didn't I tell you you was protected? Didn't I tell you you going through your awakening and you not who you think you are? That's why you got handlers, girl. That's why you over there talking that shit you talking. You all scrambled. You are intelligent, articulate, brilliant, but you all scrambled up. You're not who you are. And they want you to stay that way. I said, come out from that shit. You're going through an awakening. It says prayer time. Connect with the divine and embrace the power of prayer. It's a reminder of the comfort and guidance waiting when you reach out in faith. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. Matthew 7:7. Let this scripture inspire you to seek solace and strength in prayer, knowing you are supported and heard. Listen, it's time to tap in. It's time to answer the call, Candace. The time for who you are is running out. This is really who you are. That one that's on the screen, that ain't who you are. I have another message for you too. It doesn't matter who around you is the op. It's okay to be aware. But when you answer, we protect him. We got this. We need you to answer the call. You came on a mission. You have certain checkpoints. It's time to switch over. Connect, tap in, ask. I need you to call back all your energy from all four corners of the earth, throughout the multiverse and the omniverse, throughout all time, space, and dimension. I need you to call your higher self and speak I am that I am. I remember who I am. I was lost, but now I'm found. I command it to be so. It is so. It is done. It is so. I need you to say that, Candace. You still in that Christian stuff? Open your Bible, Psalms 91. Begin to walk back and forth and read it 3 times out loud. Come on, Candace. That fear, that looking over your shoulder. Stop worrying about who. Be aware, but we got it. You do not know who you are. Part of your fear is that you're afraid to find out who you are, and part of your fear is it's scary in your position. You didn't know it was going to be like that. You went in with a white hat, with honest intentions. It's kumbaya. Everybody loves each other. This stuff and blah 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 blah. You know.
I believe, and I'm saying this retrospectively, that from that moment onward, Charlie and I were assigned handlers. Okay, this is an expression that Kanye used to say, have a handler. I thought that he was just saying that. I thought that he was referring to just Hollywood. I now very much believe that I have had handlers since 2018, and that things were done intentionally to pull me and Charlie apart. Now, I'm going to tell you how I remember it in no particular order, okay? I tweeted back at Kanye and I said, please take a meeting with us. And before I could hear directly from Kanye's people, I heard from David Horowitz. You should also know that he is the father to Andreessen Horowitz, the one that Bibi Netanyahu is insisting should, or the stepfather to. He wants Andreessen Horowitz to be a part of this group that buys TikTok.
TikTok, number one. And I hope it goes through because it can be consequential.
At the time, Charlie and I, we were pro-Israel. That's, I think, kind of relevant. And we were just so amazed by the tweet that we thought all of these people, like this was just our moment, as in they really did just want to help. Another player in this was Rick Rubin. Yeah, the big music industry, Rick Rubin, also got into the mix and wanted to facilitate certain meetings. I took it, again, as a sign of help. And it feels like at every moment there were forces that were trying to tell us this is not allowed to happen. Someone, and I believe it was someone at BuzzFeed, cut a clip. Again, I was green, so I didn't understand why suddenly they were sharing a clip and they were saying that I was justifying Adolf Hitler killing Jews. It was heavy. It was so heavy. And I laugh in retrospect because I thought it was all real. I didn't realize this was a matrix of people who wanted to pull me and Charlie apart. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to put pressure on him. And this amazing thing happened that despite this, that the hand that came out to me and offered me a job was PragerU. PragerU offered me a job. This is early 2019. And it was like, hey, like, we know that you don't believe these things. And at the time, I thought they were just being friends. I don't know what to think anymore. Marissa Straight, the CEO, has never shied from telling people that she is, in the IDF. She worked intelligence in the IDF, right, in Israel. Almost the way it feels to me was like, we can save you, but here's what you have to do, was Marissa took me to the Simon Wiesenthal Center. And again, I was so grateful. I was like, who do I have to say sorry to so that they know that I don't hate Jews? This is what happened. I'm telling you, this is what happened in 2019. And there was like some chief rabbi looking character, and him and her spoke in Hebrew. I didn't understand a word of what was said in front of me. And then we left and everything was fine. My reputation was restored temporarily. I believe.
Oh, shit. Did y'all catch that? The dog whistle. Candace is scared. She thinking. Didn't I tell y'all that? She's putting some shit together. She's going over everything. With the crime deck, true crime oracle cards, we have crime of passion, mountain, fire, wooded area. Someone was very passionate. They were passionate as a wife would with a good insurance policy. Whoever is behind this thing with Mr. Kirk. These people, they're strategic, they're calculative, the type of person that would be able to climb a mountain. there's going to either be some literal fires or just a bunch of fires of confusion coming up. And Candace has an internal fire because, again, like I told you, she's going through a spiritual awakening. And it's a horrific one from her point of view. Listen, when you're going through an awakening, what it does is it shatters one of your biggest Achilles heel. Like, hers is going to bring her to heal, and she's going to step into her power. When I went through mine, it's always coming for what you trying to do. So it's like, mine was trying to attack me mentally. You see what I'm saying? Because I need to be mentally cognizant to do the stuff that I'm doing, to carry out my mission. We all got a mission. You'd be like, well, is people flipping burgers a mission? Yeah. They came here just to experience life. They didn't come in here with something heavy and all that extra shit. Y'all be mad. Why you mad? They doing what they want to do. They want to flip burgers. If they didn't want to flip burgers, guess what? They wouldn't be flipping them. What you mad about? We all got a mission. Awakenings are no joke. They are no fun. I look over. I'm about to see if I'm supposed to pull more cards, and I look over, and look what I see. Chosen avatar. You see this brown-skinned woman? This is Candace, man. This is deep. Gifted as the chosen avatar, you command the elements to heal and protect others, both in body and spirit. Your deep cosmic connection empowers you to mend wounds and shield the vulnerable, bringing physical and spiritual harmony. Your role is pivotal in nurturing balance and safeguarding the collective well-being. That sounds exactly what the fuck she's doing. You could see it through her role in the 3D, but you got to know what you're looking at. She's got a big role. That's why all this confusion. And she's smart enough to sit up and rattle off different things. She's giving y'all, let he who have ears hear. Man, this is deep. I done been here on an hour and 18 minutes. Are y'all listening to me? Are y'all sharing? Are y'all liking this? Are you sending this to somebody? This is serious, y'all. I done did all this shit for free. Ain't nobody give me shit. And I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Because I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't want to do it. I like what I'm doing. Ain't nobody hold me hostage to do this. Ain't nothing at my temple. But, at the same time, this is pretty deep. I ain't mean to do all that. That energy got crazy for a minute. It got heavy on me. Shit, anything more, I think I'm going to have to charge it. I don't even know who I send the bill to. Damn it. Y'all, check this out for me. I got to let y'all know about this. Hello, family. Check out my shop. I have worked intentionally to put together some items that may help you along your journey. I have 3 ebooks, Reading Made Simple, fun comprehension activities for young learners. Amongst many other things that I am and do, as a substitute teacher, I realize some of our babies are struggling with comprehension, and this concerned me. Because of this, I gathered research and created this ebook. Together, we can make reading fun and easy for our children. The Mirror Within, Identifying Self-Sabotage and Embracing Accountability. When our world seems out of control, it is time to go within and evaluate some things. We could be self-sabotaging and not even realize it due to trauma and beliefs that aren't serving us. I created this tool to help bring back the balance to life. Hidden in Plain Sight, Volume 1. which is basically about coming to the realization of the truth of self that was always in plain sight. For the newly developing psychics and mediums, I have helpful terms and tips for evidential mediumship and psychic development, a PDF that will help you identify and develop your psychic and mediumship gifts. For my family that wants to learn how to read tarot, I have Unlocking Your Intuition, Mastering Tarot for Transformation, which is a digital class that is comprised of both a video and PDF that teaches you how to read tarot. This class covers chakras, numerology, zodiacs and elements, major and minor arcana. For those of you that are looking for tools to make your content creation easier, this even covers musicians. I have the Creator's Launchpad, free resources and must-have tools for building your brand. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for your support. So yeah, that's how you could support me if you're interested. I try to give something that will be valuable to you. It's an exchange. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to be in these comments and let me know what y'all thought about this reading. Did I cover everything? I think I covered Trump, Erika Kirk, and then we got on Candace Owens, and then I started bringing through messages I was getting and all that. That was a lot. That energy was baby. It was trying to stress me, impress me for a minute. Like, I'm trying to move on. Here come more messages. I'm trying to move on. Here we go. More stuff. It's crazy. Y'all, please show me some love. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would like for me to talk about or read next. Also, I got a collab coming up. I supposedly have a collab coming up, so you'll know if you see it. I'm not going to announce it in case, something goes left, but I don't think so. But, I just think it's the wise thing to do. Play it safe. That's how I like to do stuff. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. Man, I love y'all for real. Ain't that what Monique say? She say, I love y'all for real. My God. I love y'all for real. Hell to the no. What is it? I'm trying to think. Did we talk about that scamming ass pastor? I kind of brushed against it. Baby, listen. This is what I like to do. You better get into it. Got my myrrh and my what is this? Dragon's blood incense going. Yes, it's a vibe. It is a vibe. I don't be playing around. Man. You know what? This is so stupid, but I was just thinking, like, if I took that Pharaoh story literally, I mean, Moses should have got with a few people and jumped his ass. I don't know, but maybe because of the guards or some shit. Like, because Pharaoh, stop playing with me. I'm talking shit, y'all. Just random. I'm acting a fool.
Hey friends, you can now join my Patreon for free. The link is provided below.
That's right, y'all. Join my Patreon for free. You can always check out my website. You see that up here? Yeah, to keep up with me and stuff like that. And send suggestions and whatever, all that good stuff. All right, y'all. I love y'all very much. I'm out.